That's so twisted. What can I do? Let's see. Did I order more of this tape? Zipper tape. I don't feel like this is a navy blue. Blue zipper tape. Antique. Let's see. Good morning. Happy Thursday. I literally can't wait till Friday. Happy Thursday. It's like super drying out downstairs right now. It's like cold. Like you could tell that there's like a cold front coming or something because it's like super basement. And my hands are suffering the repercussions. Like every sewing station, I have like a secret jar of some kind of hand lotion or hand cream. Good morning. And this one smells like this hand lotion smells like apple cinnamon. It brings me back when I was younger. Um when Bath and Body Works like first came out, my favorite scent was like this apple smell. I just love the way it smelled. I like it smelled like fall, and that's like my favorite season. Let's see. Okay, so I have a lot of stuff that I need to do today because yesterday was like one of the longest days I had. I am so tired from yesterday, and even though I felt like when I look back at yesterday, I didn't do a lot. It just felt like I did a lot. Um, so yeah, yesterday we had the day before yesterday we had a call in appointment for Roxy. Like I told you guys, like I seen Roxy decline, and we went to the vet and they were just like, she is losing weight a little bit. We'll just keep a monitor on her because she didn't feel like she had any masses or tumors, and her teeth look good. Like all the vet always says is that like Roxy has like really great teeth for her age, and that I contributed that to my kids. That's a separate story. Um, that was that appointment. But on Wednesday we had a call, and I was like, Kendall, we need to call because she literally looks, you could see her bones, and I kept telling her, I was like, she's lost so much weight this week. So we had an emergency appointment yesterday, like at around 8ish, and she's lost so much weight. Roxy's half Rock Wilder. We don't know what the other half of like her breed is. My middle child always wanted to do the DNA test. I really didn't care what she was because she's just a beautiful dog to me, and it didn't matter. She could be half Chihuahua, she could be half Great Dane. I didn't care. Um, she was a rescue. I just thought she was a beautiful dog. And so she's lost a dramatic amount of weight. Roxy normally is like 86 pounds, and she is now 52 pounds. So you can see why we called. So they did some blood work and some x-rays, and today we're going to be getting a phone call with results. So I am just kind of waiting for a phone call. So she's on a really bland diet, and she is not happy about this diet. She does not like the food, and she's on like anti-nausea medicine and all that stuff right now until we get more information today. Um, So that's what's happened on the Roxy front. Um, on my front, there's a lot of cool stuff happening. If you follow me on Instagram or if you follow Simply Classic on Instagram, you can see that there's like this really cute short or like this small video where there's a conversation that's happening with me and Chris about modifications and hacks, and it's me talking about why I love modifications, and it's a really real raw and um like a good interpretation of who I representation of who I am. It talks about how I feel like as children we have the best imaginations. We used to play with dolls, toys, figurines, and make believe that they were real and talk to them and they talked back to us. And we used our imagination to play schools. My mom used to say that she used to put, pillowcases on her head and she used to be the flying nun. Um, so we used to have these wild, vivid imaginations. And then as we progressively get older, we lose our imaginations. And one of the reasons I think I love doing modifications, and I think that is one of my superhero powers, is that I have a wildly active imagination. If you would come into my head during a conversation or when I watch something, you would laugh hysterically. And anyone that truly knows me and sees my facial expressions or hears my little quips or whatever I'm thinking, they know me and they'll be like, yeah, she has a very vivid and active imagination. Even my neurologist, he's just like, the way you explain headaches, I've never heard anyone explain headaches like that before. Um, so it was a really fun and interesting conversation with Chris, and she liked the way I explained it because this is how I view modifications, is that you could take a pattern and you can make it a million different ways and it can look different each time. Um, and I think it's important. It's more than just the fabric. You can take one pattern, like one specific pattern, and you can make it so different 100 different times. And I think it's important to learn how to do so, you know? Um, so when she approached me for doing a hack, I was like, yeah. So there's that. The the Zoom class is going to be live on Wednesday. You can purchase the class. There is a link, affiliate link for me. If you purchase affiliate link through me, I do get a small kickback in there. If you're not able to attend that class, that live, because you have work or some other obligations, if you purchase a class, you'll be able to rewatch the class as many times as you want, because the way the class works is a link that's going to be sent to you, it's a private link and it's yours forever. This link will never go public. I kind of like how Chris does that. I haven't met another designer that does that, and I actually really like that. I I cannot express to you. I've expressed to her several times that I think that is the coolest thing. Because normally I kind of thought like if you had Zoom meetings, when the meeting's done, that's it. You're done. But it's like recorded and then you have this class forever. Um, so I kind of like that because that has actually detoured me from not doing Zoom meetings. And now I know that some people offer that when there's leather classes or whatever. I'm now, if I am busy or if I'm on vacation or if I'm teaching, I'm now going to be a part of these leather classes, even though I'm not going to be able to participate the day of. It's nice to know that when I'm available at my free will, I can go back and go into the Zoom meeting and watch it at my leisure. I love that. Like, I think that is such a cool feature, and I love that. So you guys seen a couple bags for me this week. There's been 2 tutorials that came out. There was the Ethel and the Elise, so 2 E's. I did not I did not have that in mind when these 2 bags came out. The Ethel I did because I have had a couple emails to me asking for a beginner friendly bag. I do believe that any bag can be beginner and any bag can be advanced. It's up to your skill set and how you want to design the bag. But I love the Ethel because, one, if you sign up for the newsletters for the makerspace, the Ethel can be a free bag. Okay. But it is one of the cutest bags I have ever sewn. I love the shape of this bag. So we made the Ethel exactly how it is. There's no hacks. So this bag has a dual slip pocket in here. I made the bag per the pattern. I only changed one thing. So when we go up the center, my husband just got home. When you go up the center, we we're gonna do a bar tack that goes across here that's like a half an inch, so that way we don't have to use a rivet, so you can go in here over and over again without feeling like this is going to come apart or just a stitch. We don't have to put rivets on everything. Sometimes we just can go back to how original sewists secure things just by using a stitch in the opposite direction and doing a back and forth stitch. You can secure things without actually using a rivet. And I wanted to show that you can make this bag completely without using any hardware. It's very plausible and affordable, and you can sell this bag by using the material you have in your stash and recoup some of your cash back. So it comes with two slip pockets. There's nothing in the back. You can definitely put two slip pockets in the back if you wish, but I like the fact that it has like a contrast color, and it has two handles that comes in there, and as well you have two slip pockets on the inside. And it has a nice roomy space. This does have a smaller wide mouth. You can wind up, once you piece it together, because you turn the bag out, you can put the bag inside out and you can top stitch from the inside of the bag with the exterior in the inside, or you can top stitch from the lining to the outside. It's really your choice, but I love this bag because I think it's super beginner friendly. But if you want to go advanced, you can. Like going advanced, you could try to make a custom flap that comes across here, and that there is a magnet that comes down here, or a twist lock. You can do a recessed zipper. You can do connectors that come to the side. There's a million different things that you could do to advance this pattern. But I love the simplicity of this pattern because this can be given to somebody 100 different ways. Like, I think this would be perfect to give to someone like as a get well soon, and putting a lot of goodies in it, some flowers, and calling it a day. I really, really love this pattern. It's so simple, so chic, and it could be completely free if you, oh, thank you. Coffee run. It could be completely free if you sign up for the newsletter. If you don't want to sign up for the newsletter, it's really relatively inexpensive. It's a $6 pattern, and when's the last time you've seen a $6 pattern? So I have that information in my description box. So the Rosa video, the Elise video is like 45 minutes. It's a really fast pattern. The Elise is the newest pattern from Rosa. Oh my God, when Alexis showed this to our whole entire tester team, my heart melted. Okay, so I think Alexis is in her slouchy bag era, but I cannot believe she made two slouchy bags that are completely, unbelievably different. Hear me out. So first you have, I did not do the two different panels. If you look at on her website, most people had one panel here different in another. I wanted it to have the same panels and then have the red stitching going down, and then I wanted to do a really cool patch. Remember I showed you guys the patch. I wanted to do this. I wanted to use this material that looked like a leather jacket. If you watched Supernatural, Dean had especially for the first couple seasons, he kind of had like this really grungy like old leather black jacket, and I wanted to kind of use that. In the back, there's no double pocket. It's one solid one. And I used another patch, and I made my own little label up here. And then if you watch Supernatural, I have a little pie. What a cool feature on here is the expandable bag. So this is one of the coolest features. In the video, you're going to see me, we're going to top stitch this first one. The second one is the one that's supposed to be the more difficult one. To me, it's not, because these panels have no interfacing. You're going to stitch from the inside. What is going to be difficult for some is that you're going to need patience and hand movements. If you're trying to just get through it, it's going to be difficult. But if you actually watch and follow along with me and see how I'm trying to put the seam allowance towards the gusset and towards the exterior panel, and I'm top stitching and I'm having my hands slowly go into it, it's easy. It's the Whether it becomes hard or not is simply on you, if you're going to have the patience and if you're rushing through it. Um, to me, I didn't have any issues with it. I thought it was fun because it kind of reminds me of a couple other bags that are out there that we have to stitch within the bag. And I found this particular easy because it had no interfacing in it. So you can just like kind of crumble this bag up like a piece of paper. So it, without any interfacing on it, I felt like it was kind of a breezy situation. This zips up so easy because there is no interfacing. You kind of just zip it up. So like if you want to have a bag that is a little bit more flat and not slouchy and just have a completely different bag, I thought this was the coolest theme. So it's like you get a twofer. Either you can have like a nice flat silhouette without having a kind of the slouch, which I thought this is such a cool selling feature to somebody because they look like two different bags. It looks like two different bags when you wear it like this. That's why if you've seen some of my pictures, you've seen it going on the side. It, by sucking the gusset, it kind of gets away all the slouch. Or you can unzip it and have the slouch back. So in here you have the recessed zipper, and here's where you can have all the fun. So inside mine, I have tons of Supernatural fabric, and then I have some really cool Supernatural pulls, and I have like a red bottom. You can of course make the like the crossbody for the people that want to will have it, and you have like the traditional Rosa double handles. But with the double handles, you can see that the bag naturally wants to have that slouch. I think this bag is sexy. I know people say this sometimes, but I actually do think so, because you can make this bag into absolutely anything. Like if you have like a Louis Vuitton print, or if you have like you can make it look like a Dior bag or whatever, because every bag house has a slouchy bag. So if you can find like prints or fabrics that look similar to it, you can go freaking ham. And I love the connectors up here, and the fact that it's a 1/2 inch connector. I feel like it gives it a more high-end look, if that makes sense. Because they're these bulky connectors on the side, you really focus on the bag and not the hardware, if that makes sense. So I think this is one of my favorite bags to date. Nothing to me will beat the Willow Woven. The Willow Woven is one of my favorite bags, and of course the Everyday Bowler bag. But this slides into my top 5 for Alexis automatically, because look, I'm just holding the bag up here and it automatically slouched. I'm a sucker for a good slouchy bag, because I feel like we don't get enough slouchy bags in the fabric world, and this is it. And if you want to practice and have cool top stitching, you can do so. In the video, there was something happened where it didn't catch the first top stitching, so I did a second row of this top stitching, and I'll show you guys that bag sometime next week or on Saturday. And I'm not going to lie to you, the second row of top stitching is pretty cool. But like you guys can really upscale having like contrast stitching to be your next like accent color. I feel like if you have been on the board of like, should I do contrast stitching? This is the bag to do it because like you most of the people again in the pattern you're going to see one panel different and one other, and then sometimes the people that do panel A different, they put it in the gusset, which that's fire. I love that. So like if this was all black and they have this one stripe and they have stripe in the gusset, I don't that like right there and there I want to buy your bag because you can coordinate. But if you're looking for like another accent color, your thread because the it just can make it pop out and you can have fun as long as you follow like the stitch in the ditch and have this, and this is the easiest top stitching because there is no interfacing. So there's no excuse why you can't top stitch this with contrast stitching. It's just this, and if you're having a little bit more trouble contrast stitching this, then match the colors with this. But like you can contrast stitch this, your top, and then your handles, and nobody like somebody will automatically notice it because it is different. But this is like my by far my favorite slouchy bag because there's no interfacing. It is truly slouchy. My best suggestion is don't go for a super stiff marine vinyl. And I'm gonna be frank with you. Don't go for a waterproof canvas. Like go for a water resistant canvas or waterproof cotton. The waterproof canvas has such a tight weave. It just wants to stay stiff. So my second bag I did is a Trekkie bag, and I used like a water resistant, and that bag is slouchy too. But I mixed it with cotton. I did in the video, you'll see half cotton, and there's parts of the Trekkie bag that I used with that water resistant. You have to learn how to mix and match to get what you want. I love waterproof canvas just as next as the next sewist. But if you're trying to achieve a slouchy bag, you have to try to find slouchy fabrics. Or if you're okay with having it to be a little bit more structured, that's what you're going to get. But don't get upset if your bag is structured when you use structured material. This bag, you want to look for the thinner upholstery fabrics or like the moras, or you want thinner materials, kind of something that's going to drape a little bit. Like you go ham at Mormino because she has even her looks. When you unroll it, if you unroll it, her looks kind of goes into a ripple. Like if you unroll her vinyl, it kind of drapes. So look for when you unroll a vinyl, does it just stay like about face? That is not the fabric that you want for this vinyl, for this bag. But if you're getting a structured like waterproof canvas, you're not going to get the bag that you for slouchy. Just think of that. I'm just going to let you know now because then you're going to be like, why is my bag not slouchy? Did you use waterproof canvas? Like it's not going to magically happen. Like you got to think of things ahead. Like waterproof canvas, just like vinyls, just like cotton, everything has a time and a place. And as a sewist, as a seamstress, as a tailor, whatever you want to call yourself, you have to know the time and the place to use what materials, you know? So the double stitching was not intentional. It's the funniest thing because I have the unedited part where I'm like talking to you, and it's on camera too. It's on like the cutting station, and I'm like, see, we did it. Yes, you guys did it. And it's just at the cutting station looking at the rivet press. Oh, I low-key wanted to cry. Like I have never had that. So yeah, that happened. So yeah. But if I definitely give this one a try. I don't know how Alexis comes up with these. Like I really want to go on her brain. There's certain people, certain designers that I just would like to sit in their brain for a second. Like definitely Maggie 55. I want to sit on Erica's thing. If you're in Erica's and Lavender and Twine, someone asked, I think last week or earlier this week, are we getting a new bag? And she said, either I'm working on it or like the testers are getting it. I started wagging my tail like a puppy. Like I was like, "Oh shit, this is gonna be some dope." Like, cause like they think of things, and I get excited when Shannon even hits that stuff, but I don't want to pressure them because like with greatness, I feel like they're artists, they're painters. I don't want them to slap something on a canvas and be like, I did it because you told me to do it. I want them to like naturally, create something because they felt it in their soul, their spirit, their heart, their mind. So that way we can ooh and ah and just feel it. So like I love that like the way they create. Like whenever Shannon creates something like from Knotted Thread Code, I'm like, like it's just awesome. And I feel like Simply Classics another one, like Chris, like I don't know how she thinks of the things that she does. Like she really knows how to take fashion from the runway and create bags. Like her bags look like fashion from like, oh, this that bag looks like it's like Prada 20 fall 2027. Like how did you do that? And I love the fact that she openly admits that, hey, I watch fashion and I'm always looking at the fashion ahead of time. So I just absolutely love it. Another person I love to see make stuff is I love how, Sonar works because she doesn't, she uses cork. So she has like a certain material that she uses. So I don't, so she works her art around the materials that she uses. And when she makes something, it's always it's always like, wow, you just created just this art off of this material and it's crazy. And then I also like what I like about her, the Nicole the most is that sometimes when she dabbles into somebody else's project, like she makes a noodle head or she makes somebody else's bag, the way she designs it and the way she makes it with like small modifications, it looks like it just came out of a catalog or it just came off the runway too. That woman can sew. Like she can sew. Um, like she's amazing. And I love all of her like I honestly think I buy every single one of her patterns the minute they come out. Like the minute. So, I don't know, I have an appreciation for all the designers and everyone. Like, if you are out there and you're posting your work, there's a good chance that when I'm looking at the pictures, I'm not like, "Oh, yeah, that's cute." I am looking at everything. I see something maybe that other people are not seeing. That's I don't know. I don't know. That's my thing. Like, I like to look at your work and I just see stuff just I don't know. I love looking at people's work because I don't know. It's art. I look at it as if though I'm going into a museum and each it's art, and I love running into people, and I'm like, oh my god, that's Sue, and I love this bag that you made, and I don't know. It's art. So yes, yeah. So Nicole's modifications are freaking outrageous. She had this one. She my favorite bags that she makes that are not hers. She makes all of her bags impeccable. Of course, she's going to do that because she's the designer. But when she makes the noodle head a bag that's the rucksack, you could swear that she wrote that bag because it looks so lush. It looks so like it's impeccable. Like it's like they're like everything on that bag is immaculate. It is so great. Did you see that Glitterbug Fairy had a fire because her artillery? No, no, I did not see that. Unfortunately, that unfortunately that's not the first person that has had that. By Piera had that too. The lasers are very the, the lasers the lasers can be very dangerous. It's that I am so sorry that happened. I don't know if she has something, a crowd fund or something that can help her get back on her feet, but if she does, please let us know and I will definitely mention it. That's devastating. I am so sorry. Um, that's harsh. That's really harsh. Oh goodness. The lasers are very hard and even Sean could tell you it's they're harsh. Like I could tell you I have a baby laser and when I make anything, I'm like glued to that machine. I am afraid to walk away from it because there's been a lot of cautionary tales about them. And you just never know. It's hard. I hope it's small damages as well. 5 foot flames, that has to be absolutely terrifying. Um, I couldn't even imagine. But yes. So I think I told you guys absolutely everything. I told you about the Simply Classic. I told you about the Ethel, and I told you about the Aura Rosa. So you guys have everything that I have told you. I will be back tomorrow. Uh, I'm going to try to work today until I'm trying to get my mind off of phone calls. Um, I'm gonna work today and just try my best and um, yeah, do what I got to do. I'm gonna try to actually do a swoon bag. Um, that I haven't done before. Uh, and I'm always curious because I always try to do different swoon bags. And I don't know if I'm going to do it Doctor Who or I don't know. I have a super girl bag that I have in my mind, but I know what bag I'm going to do for that. But I need 2 days to do it, so I'm hoping I can plan that out for sometime next week. So I'm excited about the Simply Classic so long too, though. Her modifications, I told her that literally I'm gonna her modifications are so classy. Like she did a phenomenal job on that. So that is it, my friends. I am I'm really excited that so many of you guys are participating in that. I hope thank you. I know I'm trying to get everything set up for that too. So I hope everyone has a really good day and I will see you guys on Friday, okay? Talk to y'all later.